Hello, I'm Danny and welcome to July Class in a Box, which is all about weddings and anniversaries this month. You'll be making 2 slimline cards similar to this with varying colours of papers. Unless you've requested particularly the colours that you would like, you've just been given 2 different types of papers. In fact, I love all of the papers, so I don't think you'll be disappointed. And then you'll be making a slimline envelope to go with it out of the designer series paper with a little belly band on as well. Now obviously this is a hand delivered wedding card, so if you needed to deliver it, needed to put it in the post, then you could put a little white label on the back. It would still be fine as an envelope. So, and then the next project you'll be doing is a little anniversary card like this. These are all using the new in colours, and I'll be showing you this as well. So let's get started on the first project. Now I think what we'll do is the envelope to start with. So I'll pop that there. So in your boxes you've been given 2 different envelopes. One looks like this, and that is the anniversary card. So just put that to one side for the moment. And then another one will look like this. I've only got one of these in here, but you'll be given 2 lots. So what you've got is you'll have 4 pieces of A4 basic white, and then you've got something that looks like this, which I've actually cut and scored for you only to get it into the box, but that is your envelope. You've then got a strip cut off that would have gone here. I've cut a 5cm strip off there. That is your belly band, so that is what we're going to work on first. And then you've got these 2 strips which I'll show you later, and then these little bits and pieces in here that is all the little fiddly bits. So first of all we'll be making the envelope. So the envelope has, as I said, has been scored and cut for you with this 5cm strip off. You then turn it onto the long side in your trimmer and score at 12 centimetres and then 24 centimetres. Push it that way, and then you've got a 1 centimetre and a 1 centimetre on that side that's scored too, and those are your tabs. So you then burnish everything really well. So it's hard to see on this paper, and these tabs are just the bits that are going to be glued inwards to create your envelope. So if you burnish these well, because this will help when you're gluing it all together. Let's do this side again. So then if you pop it out, you can see on this side, it might be easier, you can see you've got this little 1 centimetre tab here, you've got these 2 score lines here. So you want to create this middle section as a little tab. So you don't want this bit and you don't want this bit. So I'm going to cut up this section here, and then I'm going to just notch into that area there, notch into that, and cut up here. So you're going to end up with something like that. You're doing the same thing on this side. Oops. You want to get this nice and straight, because this is the bit that you're going to see And if it's not straight, you'll see that it's not straight. So try and get it as neat as you can and straight as you can. So as you can see, you've got the shorter bit at the top. These fold in, and then that is going to go folded up into there. So you could use, if you're not confident with getting this right, I would use wet glue. But I'm going to use tear and tape. Wet glue is just as strong. It'll take a few more seconds to dry, but it also gives you a little bit of time to get it perfectly straight and right. So I would probably recommend doing that, just because if you don't get it right the first time, it might be hard to adjust it. So you then pop that in, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do nearly, that was the wrong, so you've got the short side at the top. Remember to put the right flap over, not like me, where I nearly did it wrong. So I'm just going to put that up here, and then just doing it slowly, and there we go. So if you're happy with it, that's that. And then what I have done is I've curved this edge. Now if you haven't got a punch, a corner curver, you can either do it manually yourself, or you could just like cut at an angle right up, and that's just as good as well. But because I've got the corner rounder, I'm just going to pop it in. So I think it looks quite nice. Right, so that's that bit done, and then you're going to fold that over. And I'm not doing this yet, because once I put the card in, you'll find that you need a little bit of extra room. So that's just a guide. So I'll pop that to one side for the moment, and then we're going to work on our card. So the card, you'll get sheets of A4 basic white, and what you need to do is you need to pop it in your trimmer and get some of this out of the way. 20 centimeters cut, turn it around 20 centimeters, a little strip that you don't want. Then you're going to score it at 10 centimeters. So that is your slimline card. This bit you can then cut to, that's your insert, 19.5, so just half a centimetre smaller, and then that's 9.5. And that's going to go inside. And this is the same for both of the cards. So, just nice crisp edge. So then you have got these two pieces of card. Now I've cut this to size, which is 19.5 by 9.5, and then you want a little strip here, which I think is, yeah, 2 centimeters by 19.5 centimeters. It'll already be 19.5, just going to check, yep. So you then want a strip of 2 centimeters. So you've got a strip there to use. You could use it inside if you wanted to. So I'm going to mount that onto there with wet glue. If you've got a directional paper, just make sure that your flowers are going the right way. So before you put it onto there, you've got your little cellophane packet, and you've got all little bits in here. So just open it up. So you've got this little lovely die that's taken from the Stitch So Sweetly, and you've got various flowers that you can arrange. Might as well take it all out. And get it everywhere. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, it's getting stuck to my sticky bit. I need my and. There we go. So you've got loads of little flowers. These are gorgeous. These are from the Pierced Blooms dies. Loads and beautiful flowers that you could use time and time again. Love this, and these are lovely genial gems. These are, and you will get the gems appropriate for your colours that you have got. So right, so what I'm going to do is I'm using the Elegantly Said, and I've got True Love Stories Last Forever. I quite like that. I've already mounted that. So True Love Stories Last Forever, mounted it onto my block, stamping it in Misty Moonlight, because that is the colours in the designer series paper, and might just have to come out of shot just so that I can get it straight. And when it dries, it will be a sort of a lighter blue. I've then got this little pattern here. I'm trying to get the light. Not going to win with that. So this little pattern here I've already mounted onto a stamp, and I've picked up the colour Soft Succulent. Again, that is a new in colour that came out this summer. Just mounting it, just popping the stamp onto here and creating a little border, because it's just, I think it's quite a big, I needed the length of this die in order to get the writing on the stamp. Sorry, it's out of shot. Just to create a little pattern and get rid of the white space. You could put the flowers on it to get rid of the white space, but I just wanted to use that stamp set. So I'm then going to pop it on here, going to raise it with dimensionals just like here, and I'm going to arrange my flowers on here. And at this point I'm just speeding up the video so that you get the idea. So now what I've done is I put all the little gems in the middle as well, and once I'd put this on the little sentiment onto the dimensions, I've then put the twine around, and then I put the flowers on and the gems as well. I've given the gems a little bit of dimension as well, so that basically, like I've done before, give it a little bit of a 3D effect by putting it in my hand, getting something rounded and poking it in to give it some sort of, because this is all being hand delivered, you can give it a little bit of dimension, so it's sort of a little 3D effect. And then you're ready to glue it on to your card. And you've just got that little white border. So quite a straightforward card really, but I think it's quite effective. So just make sure those edges are down properly. Adjust it if you need to. Just going to cut this a little bit more. You will have plenty of flowers left over. I gave you loads just in case you did want to use more. So then you've got your insert that we had already cut out, and what I am doing on the inside, and you can decorate it with any of your stamp sets that you've got, but it's just nice to follow it through with this, and again on the other side. And then I am ready to pop that inside my card. And then that's your first card finished. So you do exactly the same with your other card, and then it's quite fairly quick and easy to do, and then you've got that ready when you go to a wedding, or you can adjust it. You could put happy birthday if you wanted to do a special happy birthday card. So then we go back to our finishing our envelope and the belly band. So what I would do is pop it inside, just so that I know how thick to do this belly band. Now I'm just going to cut this a little bit, but I've done it so that we don't see the little seam, as it were. You're going to cover that with your disc here so you don't see it. So this is actually going to go around the front. So I'm just going to put some glue on. So we just need the glue on the end, and you have to make sure that it's loose enough to be able to slide on and off. You don't want it really tight. I'm just going to put it a little bit tighter, and making sure those edges connect as well straight, so that I'm happy with that. So that I'm then going to have around this side. It's a bit tight now. So because I want to see the envelope, so that is going to hide that seam. If you pop that over there, so we need to glue this disc onto here, this little scalloped edge, and then you've got bride and groom, which you're just going to glue on, and it's just a case of controlling this glue you just have little tiny splodges. Right, and then don't forget, when that goes on, you've got a little bit of an overlap, so you don't want the glue there. So I would glue this bit, and that's where it's going to go over. When you're happy, and there we go. So that is your envelope and your card. So then we go on to the happy anniversary one, which I've just done a little flower in there. So then in your other envelope, you've got another card, envelope and bits and pieces. So you've got your ribbon, you've got your little heart. I've done the wrong heart, haven't I? Silly me. Let me just quickly do this. Stamp out a plain heart. So you'll have a plain heart and a scalloped heart. So that will go over there and give you a little border. Got an envelope, the card that is scored and cut for you. So just going to pop that there, and then going to cut my designer series paper. So it's going to be 10 by, so it's a ½ centimetre, and these are standard measurements I always do. So 14.4. It should be on your paper copy of the tutorial, so you get a little border. Okay, so that's that one. Then I wanted to do a little 3 centimetre bit in the middle to get the designer series paper on this side. So take it up to the 14.4, so that's 3 centimetres by 14.4, sorry, 3 centimetres by 10.5, because it's a portrait style card. 3 centimetres by 14.4, so that will go into the middle. So I'm going to put the glue on to the designer series paper, and then that is going to go in like that where I want it, maybe down a little bit, and then this is going to go onto here. So first of all, we're going to stamp onto it, happy anniversary, and I am going to stamp in the soft succulent, because that's picking up that colour in there, but obviously you just use whatever you could at home. Sorry, I've got to go off camera, otherwise I will not stamp it straight. So then that will be glued together onto your scalloped bit of card. It's quite pretty, it creates a nice border. So then you can have that as wide as you want. If you want it to fill the page a bit more, you can design your own. I've just got a little one this time. Before you put it onto your card, I would do the little bow, the front. You can either do it in the middle or to the side, whatever you want. If you've got any white twine left over, you can put it on there. If you've got pink in your designer series paper, I have put pink twine in your pack as well. But otherwise, I think it's just white twine. And did you know with the stamping blends, the colours that we sell, the stamping blends, you can actually colour your twine with it, and it's permanent. So again, you can have any colour twine you like, which I think is really great. So I'll just show you. So if you wanted a green, this is soft succulent, or if you wanted the pink twine, you could just colour it and it will pick up the colour, and it's permanent. Once the alcohol dries, it's permanent. It won't fade or anything, so you can do that to the white twine, which is quite nice. So then you're ready to mount it on your card. In the first pack, you have got 4 bits of A4. That will cover you for your inserts for this card. So you've got plenty of card. You've probably got the whole bit of A4 left over. All your gems are in the first pack as well. I haven't put the gems in this pack, so you may have a few little pearls that you can decorate as well. Then inside I have, with your A4, you can just cut this, and this will be 10 by 14.4. If you cut your white card to 10 by 14.4, that is what the size of this is. And then I've decorated it with the little flower on here and for you. And that is it. You've done your cards. I would put a few little pearls on here. So that is my cards this afternoon. So I hope you enjoy making these projects. I think they're lovely to receive at a wedding. And please don't hesitate to contact me if you need any further guidance. Until then, happy stamping, crafters! If you like this video, please click the like button below, and please subscribe and select the bell icon to all to receive notifications of when I upload. Thank you.